Let's see if I go. Oh yeah, you can gap it. Tough move. Does go though. Have a good ride, guys. Okay, if you're watching this video, first of all, welcome to spring. And second of all, I have 50,000 subscribers, which is pretty crazy to think about because about a month and a half ago, I did a video where I hit 40. So never experienced any kind of growth like that before. And very, very grateful for everyone who's joined, I guess, the viewership. So pretty exciting. And 50,000 is conveniently 1/2 of 100,000, which, saying it officially, I am racing VanCan, aka Nick, to 100,000. Yes, I know he's already at like 88 or 89, but we're racing him to 100, and I don't know what the prize is. Nick, we should set a prize. We'll see something reasonable. But yeah, been a very busy month. Not so much of riding bikes, but more doing other adult things like studying for a professional exam, and something that's pretty cool, which is, ooh, new section. Thanks, Martin. Something that's pretty cool, which is reaching out to a small handful of brands that I am excited about their product. So let's see if I go. Oh yeah, you can gap it. Thanks, Braden. So yeah, I reached out to a handful of brands this month. Got a few pretty positive responses that I'm kind of excited about. So keeping in mind that I am a Canadian with a mechanical engineering degree, I'm gonna leave it up to you to guess what brands they are in the comment section. So let's see who can get them. And hopefully soon enough, you'll know who they are. Wow, this trail is so much easier when it's dry. Nice. Now, I don't really have anything in particular to talk about. In fact, I think that's partly the point of these rides, is just to go out and see what comes out of my mouth. But yeah, uphill. I was just thinking there that a cool piece of content that maybe I've mentioned before, maybe I haven't, but would be technical climbing content. And you're about to see the reason why it came into mind. But I think it would be really interesting to do some combination first and third person content of like getting up ledges or getting up hard climbs. And it's something that, depending on the difficulty of the climb, such as this one, I would be willing to offer like some sort of reward. Like if you can prove via a video that you've climbed, I don't know, let's say this section or another section, I'll buy you a drink, because I really want to promote technical climbing. And I think it's something that a lot of people here, ooh yeah, not on this bike. A lot of people on the West Coast don't get to suffer through the same way as people on the East Coast do. So it's time to learn. A nice waterfall today.
Yeah, when you say impossible, that's truly impossible.
Should I give it a go? I'll give it a go. So the hard part about this one is that route right at the start, because you can't really carve around. You kind of just have to plow over it. That is not nice. Oh, come on. Okay, this is happening today, I guess. Okay, take 3. The key is power and timing. Timing your power. Oh! Okay, gear is a little bit too hard.
Yeah.
That is quite hard. Okay, take 4. Scared? The scariest part about this move is actually if you fall back, you're kind of screwed.
Oh yeah.
A couple hops, but I think I'll take it. Well, definitely was not expecting to get that today on the big heavy bike, but stoked I did. I might have to change that reward. I'll put on screen what the reward is. It's funny because the feature I have in mind today is actually the Dale's Rock Roll, which I don't think I've tried on this bike yet. And I've definitely never ridden in from the top and ridden through that section. I've always stopped and taken a look. Yeah, I think that given the conditions, it is gonna be pretty good today. Although I did hear that Dave tried it the other day and I quote, literally almost died. So that's always fun. Not a trail I ride all that often, so I don't really know any of the lines here. Also excited to try the new Neds out. I know that a lot of people have been pretty negative in the community about Neds and CBC being changed, but I love it. I think that those trails definitely had their place and had their time, but CBC at least was pretty worn out by the time the Dream Wizard started working on it. And I think they created something that's pretty cool that a lot more people will ride and actually get to enjoy. So my only hope is that Neds continues to be somewhat wet weather friendly, because it was a bit of an exception in that regard, but I'm excited to see whatever they do to it, because I'm sure that that'll be good. Man, I do not ride Dale's Trail very much. Also, I'd love to know which Dale's Trail is named after. I don't think it's the one on the Sunshine Coast. All right, let's see what horrendous wood skinnies are rideable today. Definitely not putting any pressure on myself because it's early in the season and bikes are supposed to be fun. Okay, this one I know that if you go pretty fast, you can double it. And then here we go. Oh, not here, here. This is the section that makes Dale's quite a hard trail. So let's see if I can focus here and ride through it. First try, no dabs. I know that I want to set up pretty wide, and by pretty wide I mean really wide. And then should be able to go down here, stop at that ledge. Oh, well, if I'm off anyway, I might as well take a look at the big line. Yeah, it does look chill, but I quite like my line. Let's go back for it. Okay, take two. Cool little high entrance. Okay, so what did I do wrong? I think I tried to cut in a little bit too early. So we're gonna go down this rock this time. Got it. No, damn it. Looking at it, it looks like I might be able to go here. Use this ledge to slow down and then kind of use that ledge to catch myself. Super interesting. Okay, take three. Might try to cut in a little bit earlier actually. Like here. Tough move. Tough move. Does go though. Phew. Nice. Definitely haven't taken that line before. All right, onwards. What else should I talk about? Oh, we can address some of the common questions. The first one, it's pretty easy to address, is what is my camera? Ooh, do we dare? Yes, we dare. That was a link arm grind. Okay, first question, now that I'm actually able to pay attention, is what is my camera setup? And it's a Hero 10. It's not a Hero 11. It's not a 360 camera. It's something that I feel the stabilization is good, not perfect, and the reliability is good, also not perfect, but it's what I have, and at this point I'd rather be saving money and investing it into the other parts of the channel such as travel, rather than getting the latest and greatest camera. Now, that being said, I am always interested to try new things. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, wink. And cameras are a part of that. So hopefully try out a couple of different cameras this year and see, see how they perform. Hey, how's it going?
Good. Good.
Have a good ride, guys. Yeah, I'm sure that there's definitely something I can do in my content where a second camera, be it something technically different or just another camera, something like that would help improve my content, I think, by providing a second angle or a third person angle or the ability to reframe in post like a 360 camera. And yeah, I mean, I'm open to kind of anything there and excited to try new things. Another question that I get asked all the time is, can you do tutorial videos? And I'd love to, but I don't want to do anything that has been covered like crazy by other channels. So for example, how to bunny hop and how to manual, I think a lot of other channels, especially Nick from VanCan, have already covered quite well. So I'd want to cover something that is a bit more niche and a bit more me, per se. So I mean, things like endo turns and why they're useful, how to set them up, where you would use them on the trail, things like that. So if there's any like specific skill in mind, do let me know. But in terms of general stuff, I don't think that I could do it better than 100 other people already have. Okay, next section. Ooh, yeah, one thing I'm excited about this year, well, I'm excited about for every year, is the fivers. And the NSMBA has released quite an interesting schedule this year of fivers, consisting of youth fivers, casual fivers, I believe what they've called classic fivers, which is kind of what you're used to seeing on the channel, and the 25er and women's fivers. I think I've covered all of them, and that's awesome, because I've always said that fivers were one of my favorite things, some of my favorite days on a bike. And I think that having a diversity of events like that is something that'll really benefit the community. And if you're worried about, fivers being too competitive or too serious, then there's a lot of options for you now, and that's awesome. It's great to be more inclusive in this sport. It's a sport that has quite a bit of bro culture, let's say, something I'm obviously pretty against, known as the basketball shorts guy. But it's nice to see NSMBA stepping up and taking that initiative. Oh, that's the wrong line. So yeah, if you've never done one before, definitely don't be afraid of it. And go out and meet 100 of your new best friends. Because that's what I did when I moved here, and I'm hopefully going to do it every year. All right, final section. Good old mud to start it off. I guess one thing that I've not really talked about on the channel, I guess a little bit if you've watched every single video, is my education background. So Nick is quite good at talking about his, so I might as well try it myself. So I have a degree in mechanical engineering from the University of Waterloo out in Ontario. Quite a good university, definitely known for their co-op program. And I've been working as I guess, the step before being able to call yourself an engineer, because that's protected by law. And it's something that's obviously really important to me, because I spent a lot of years of my life studying for it and now working on the next step of that career, and something that I'm not ever going to give up. So this whole like full-time content creator thing is somewhat conditional on, at least long term, on my ability to keep my technical work and technical skill set somewhat alive. So I'm going to be doing my best to maybe start something new or find a new position that affords me the flexibility to be able to do what I want to do with the channel. But yeah, we'll see. I'm not in any rush to be finding a new job per se. In fact, I'm very happy to be taking a year off. I think that this has been quite a good mental health exercise given the past few years. And yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, maybe somehow I could incorporate some mechanical engineering topics into the channel, kind of like Nick does with all of his fancy brainwaves. But yeah, how's that for a rant and ride? Turns out I talk too much. Let's go up for another. Someone called this out and I want to see if it's doable. Yep.